What's up, guys? We are Chop Anime, three of the almighty Chop Anime. We're back to chop up another anime with you. Attack on Titan, episode 87, the finale, part 2, finale again. We are here. But before we do that, please subscribe to our channel. If you like reviews of Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, we just did the Jujutsu Kaisen movie 0 review. Please check that out. Check us out. Now, episode 87 finale. It wasn't much for me to be excited about. Honestly, the flashback was not good, in my opinion. I don't care about what's going on. I don't care about their adventures on Marley. I did not care for this episode very much at all, to be honest. At least 85% of the episode I did not care about. I want this show to end. I kind of want to get to the point where the conclusion. We spent way too much time. We got to the big boom of Eren turning into the mega attack Titan, the founder Titan, and then after that episode, a lot of other things were happening, extracurricular activities that I truly do not care about. I like the ending of this episode because they showed them finally getting to Marley and tearing some stuff up, but I do not care about all this extra information. I really don't. How did you guys feel about this episode?
So we're at the finale, and we'll be at the finale again because we have more to this season. It's not the final part. So I actually enjoyed this episode in the past and the previous episode as well, unlike some of the episodes before that we didn't end up reviewing because we kind of fell off on that and we just lost interest. But yeah, I liked how they brought that backstory. They tied up the loose ends on like how Eren actually he got to meet with Zeke, some of those conversations he had, some of Mikasa's backstory, and of course the ending was great. You finally got to see the Colossal Titan action. Everyone's just been talking about it. Then you finally got to see it. I'm with you, Jose, on I think we all want to just see this end. They might as well just like give us the remaining episodes. I think as an anime only, it would have been better if we didn't know that the ending was so close. Like if we didn't know that we were near the ending, like I feel like we would have had like a lot more patience. Like, oh, there's a lot more potential that could happen. Like there could be like a whole different arc on them chasing Eren, something else happens. But we know because we're so close to the end that none of that's the case. It's just going to be some sort of like final conflict and Eren's evil. There's not enough time in the anime or the story for him to have a change of heart or have some master plan or whatever. So I feel like it would have been better if we didn't know this was the ending. But because we do know, it kind of like, brought us to fall off a little bit. So they just got to release those episodes as soon as they can. We gotta wrap the show up.
Yeah, I think what you said right there made perfect sense. It's definitely playing into the part of us kind of getting disinterested in the story. Like we know the end is here, so we don't want any filler stuff at this point, right? You want the meat, no more potatoes, no veggies, just get to it. The flashback that they had for this episode, I thought it was a little too late for that. I wish they would have done it earlier and then have, Mikasa like kind of thinking back on it. Because I was kind of thrown off, like I watched 86, had a little break, and then watched 87. And I was just like, wait a minute, why is Levi back? I was like, he healed this quick? Like, it's over for y'all. But like I said, the timing could have been a little better. And I think they should try to release the part 3 sooner rather than later, because I think they're starting to lose the fans. Just because it's been a long ride and we still aren't getting what we thought we were going to get at this point in the story. But on the positive side, it was really cool to see the Colossal Titans going crazy. Like when they were swimming, they were moving through water like crazy.
Yeah.
And initially, I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? Why are they so fast? They're like torpedoes. But then it made sense because they're just giving off steam. So they're able to propel themselves through water, even propel up and land onto the ground. And they're just trampling everything, man.
Yeah,
so-
I don't know why. For some reason in my head, I thought they were just gonna walk across the water because they were so tall.
Same.
So, but I guess not. They just bolted straight through the water like a steam engine.
Hey, the ocean is deep, my guy. Even on Attack on Titan.
The thing is, they're so tall. I honestly did just think they were going to walk across. But now that I think about it, our ocean is pretty darn deep. So it makes sense that they were swimming. It doesn't make sense to me that they were swimming, but it makes sense that they were swimming. But it was goofy watching them swim across. I'm not going to lie. I was like, this is weird. Great point, though, Amoya, that I feel like this flashback is misplaced. If you've read the manga, please let us know if this flashback is in this area, because this does just seem a little off. I didn't think about that before until you mentioned it. It seems like this does not fit here at all. This is hands down the worst handled anime I've ever seen in my life. Like, easily. Season 1, you get all these fans and fanatics and fanboys. You get so much popularity. You blow up. And then you take like 5 years to come out with season 2. By the time we got to season 2, I had forgotten everything that even happened in season 1. I just remember there was a kid whose mom got eaten on the first episode. Season 2, 12 episodes. Like, what the heck? What is this? Then season 3, they just go through the jungle and the forest for the whole season. It was like, what? 12 episodes again? I was like, bro, I'm not going to keep waiting a year for 12 episodes. Stop playing with us. At this point, give me a movie. I don't care. At least I know I don't have to wait anymore for this board job no more. Like, I'm sick of the games. I just want it to end. I'll be honest. I'm not pleased with this show. I am not. This has went from a potential top 2 to top 20. Like, I don't care about this show. I don't even care if it ends well. It's still top 20 just because how mismanaged it was. I do not like this show very much. I'm just too invested because I spent so much time watching the show. Look, we went to Otakon. People clearly do not care about Attack on Titan no more. The steam is gone, and you guys are prolonging us even more, dragging us along to make the steam be gone even more. This isn't what we wanted. Sorry, I just had to get that off my chest.
No, it's a good point. The anime, I think, has been running since 2011 or 2012, and now we're in 2022. For an anime that's like less than 100 episodes, that's crazy for it to be running that long. Definitely, it's been one of the worst handled animes, even if it's made a ton of money, right? So yeah, the steam is it's definitely lost steam. I'm really curious from this episode how they're gonna beat Eren, because they had trouble beating those soldiers from the previous episode. They were getting the work, and now you had like the largest fleet. They just launched everything they had against these colossal titans, and it did nothing. It took out barely any of the colossal titans. I don't know how they're gonna get close to Eren. There's no way. With what is it, like 7, 8, 9 of them or something like that? There's no way they're gonna get close to Eren. Eren just has to have a change of heart or something. And apparently you can't. Subjects of Ymir can't disobey his will. I don't know what their plan is. I don't even think they have a plan. I mean, we got Hanj and we got Armin. They're like the two smart people. I'm disappointed in Armin, especially these recent episodes. I was kind of thinking of him to be like kind of like a Shikamaru in terms of intelligence. He's nowhere near there. He's nowhere near. Forget like Light, Lelouch, all those like smart anime protagonists. He's nowhere. He's not even near Shikamaru level.
Yeah, maybe we'll get a flashback of the plans like after it happens.
No more flashbacks. No.
We need to move forward. Finish the story. I'm mad Reiner's still alive. The entire time. Reiner's still getting screen time. In fact, he's probably gotten the most screen time in this entire story. It's ridiculous.
And still taking L's. My boy has not
Right.
stopped taking L's.
Right.
But just speaking of Reiner and the Marleyans, it was cool to see Falco transform into his Jaw Titan. Seems like he got feathers, man. He's like a pterodactyl of some sort. I wonder if he's gonna be able to fly. Feathers, fly, like Jaw Titan, looks like a bird. So maybe that's how they get to Eren right there.
You gotta fly.
There's
no other way.
up there.
There's no other way other than flying.
Like,
honestly, their only hope probably is Levi. But
Yeah,
he's gonna need a sensu bean or something because he is clearly still half dead. Honestly, Levi's so OP, he legit is the only hope. Like Levi, how does that work too with the Ackerman and the subjects on Ymir thing? I'm still trying to figure it out. So they mentioned in the episode that the headaches things are. Zeke doesn't think that's true. He just thinks that she's like straight up just loyal to you because she just loves you and you're her friend. Ackermans aren't legitimately Eldians, but when Eren did his little Yada Ming, his little speech, when he first became the founder of Titan, Mikasa heard the message. If you look at the show, only Eldians heard the message. When they showed flashbacks when they showed the scene in Marley, Eldians were sitting there like, did y'all just hear that? But the Marleyan people were just walking, carrying on because they couldn't hear it. So is it true that Ackermans really can't turn into a Titan? Is it really not effective on them because they're hearing the Eldian thing? They must be taught somehow. Levi eats a Titan, they win. I don't care what you say. If Levi become a Titan, they can win. That's their only hope at this point. Levi and Mikasa have to eat the woman Titan and the armor Titan. That is it. That is it. I just saved humanity. Oh my God. My goodness gracious. All right, but that's my theory. Otherwise, like you said, Armin's big plan, Armin doesn't have a plan. His plan literally always from the jump was we can change his mind with our words.
Yeah.
He's a joke. Get him out of here. Legit. That's legit been his plan from the beginning. So
but I just feel like just the way this show is going, that might be how it ends. Somehow Armin's gonna get through to Eren and talk to him and be like, hey bro, this ain't it. Come on, let's go home.
Yeah, I mean, from this episode, you saw that he just wants his homies to live a good life.
Yeah.
That was kind of like the takeaway. So
he just wants a good life.
What was that scene with Historia about? She said she's not going to be able to live with herself if she doesn't convince Eren out of it. I mean, clearly she failed. Do we know what Historia is doing right now?
He probably killed her. He probably just he don't got time for you. So got you up out of there.
She must be in the end game, like the very end, because she's having a kid or something. Maybe she's like the new ruler of the world or something like that. I'm not sure, but
I honestly do predict a sad ending though. I don't think they're gonna convince him. I predict something just sad and something not epic at all. So that's
he just succeeds.
Yeah, he succeeds.
Yeah, I mean, that could be it.
I'd be okay with that ending, but I really don't think that's how it's gonna end. It seems to be pretty disappointing from what we've gathered from the folks that have read the manga. They were like, all this, and I've only heard from people that the ending is a letdown. So I wouldn't think Eren winning would be a letdown necessarily, but a corny thing like where Armin talks him out of it, that's a letdown to me.
I think they both. So, I think Armin talking Eren out of it would be a letdown, and also if Eren succeeds, I think that would be a letdown because then all of this buildup for like the past few episodes would have been nothing. Like, why did we really care about, what this whole squad is gonna go do? They're just gonna roll up, fail, and then that's it. I mean, I feel like there should be a better ending to that, but yeah, I guess it would be less of a letdown than Eren changing his mind.
Well, the one thing I can see is like, Eren wins, right? There's folks in Eldia that like are now the only survivors. And then it's going to be one of those things where the history repeats itself, right? People figure out ways to hate each other, use the Titan powers for bad, and then the cycle repeats. So I could see it ending like that also, and that's where Eren just restarting the world
Doesn't work.
as an ending would work, because he technically, even if he did this crazy feat of literally wiping everybody except a few, humans being humans, just causing war again and conflict again.
That was already proven by his little Jaegerist alliance. The way that they were running the new Aldea, people were getting pimp slapped, shot, all types of stuff, getting oppressed. It wasn't a paradise, clearly. So it wasn't
Paradise.
But so that's our review, our opinions, our disappointments of Attack on Titan, episode 87, part 2, the prequel to the sequel to the prequel of the finale. Subscribe to our channel. We are Chopped Anime.